Katade. Let the cold remain.
Yeah, they worry.
You were not aware you're a thief. Now that you know that your money is coming from a thief, do you not see why you're a thief?
All right, still talking about affairs of the federal government. We understand also that the federal government...
Welcome to today's edition of Beats and Pieces in the Premium Talk and News Radio.
And it's going to be 1-1 Mazatta. 1-0 is never good enough.
That's why we're called the voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Act.
Here we go.
Are you in search of a place to do all your audio recordings? From jingle, documentaries, church messages, and lots more.
Are you in search of a platform to give your business maximum exposure? Look no further. Come advertise with Today FM. With our unbeatable reach, we'll give your business the boost it so dearly needs. Visit us now at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt. Whatever the business is, we'll give it a voice.
You're welcome to the program. Let's talk. Flood has become a major issue in our society. Was there no proper drainage done for this flood? For this flood to be done? And it got me thinking.
You see how difficult it is for them. Not all hosts know about the game. Hello and welcome to your number one news and talk radio station, Today95.1 FM. We've got loads of news and gossip for you. But first off, let's go on a commercial break.
Radio has never been this good. Today,
glad you know now.
Now, one time when Yanshin K Nigeria, happy independence Nigeria.
Nigeria, Yenido kid, ya Idiana kid, ya Imai dem yin. Idare Siro carry demo Nigeria.
Anu make out, Anekelano no happy independent. Madahirinu do.
Nigeria on no wa belle olali ene ki obiyo.
Nigeria andi ba happy independent to kachuku wedebe kwa kaina agani.
Nigeria yìí ti gbogbo wa ni kò dẹ̀ gbúdọ̀ bàjẹ́ kó àjọyọ̀ independence tọdún yìí.
Nigeria is 59. It's another birthday. And on this day, we celebrate our great country, Nigeria. We go down memory lane to remember the struggle and efforts put in by the veterans, our heroes, to get our freedom. In our desire for independence, we presented a united front, cultural allegiance not standing in the way of our goal. We stood as one people and cried out with one voice. There is much more we can achieve when we stand as one. Nigerians, united we stand. Divided we fall. God bless Nigeria.
We are green and white. Welcome to the giant might. The greatest strides will someday bring us pride. But till that day comes, we will rejoice and celebrate. It is our independence. Today, we are 59. Happy Independence, Nigeria. This message is brought to you by Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Still your premium talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM. The news update at 1. The federal government is making plans towards the recovery of... Oh, they call my line again now. Hello?
Hello?
What
is happening? I've not been getting that desired result on my advert placed on radio.
You said you wanted a good place to showcase your products now.
Yes. Someone told me about Today95.1 FM, and I said I should call.
Okay, just come to Today 95.1 FM. I beg, I read news now, thanks.
On my way.
Sorry for that break. Still on the news, Governor of...
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Do you want to be competitive on the global scene? And how well can you use your available resources to generate income? How strong and loyal is your team? How efficient is your leadership? Are you able to do business outside your comfort zone? Can you create products and services that are relevant to your market? Can you manage people from different cultural backgrounds? How powerful is your brand? How well can you juggle life and business? Can you do more with less time? Come learn efficient cross-cultural communication skills. Learn influencing skills. Learn world-class productivity and efficiency. Expand your business horizons. Get fresh new ideas. Break new grounds and learn to manage a world-class enterprise on doing business with Stephanie Pius. Every Monday night at 8 p.m. on Today 95.1 FM.
That's really something.
Hello and good evening. This is Stephanie Pius at Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Today, I'm going to be talking to Mrs. Becky Chiolu. She's an event manager, caterer, and decoration specialist. She makes amazing cakes, and you have to see her wedding and events decoration to understand what I'm talking about. She will be speaking to us today about how to start and manage an event management, catering, and decorating business, why you should go into the event business, and how to get customers for your event and catering business. Here is Mrs. Becky Chiolu. Welcome, Mrs. Becky Chiolu.
Thank you very much, Stephanie.
You're welcome. Okay, now I'm going to start by asking her, why did she go into the event management business?
Okay, I actually went into this business because of I have flair for parties, and it's lucrative. It gives you time to take care of the home front, and there's a lot of, you keep getting to meet various people.
Fantastic. So the event business is something you can do and maybe do other things if you're just starting out. Are there times that you're really busy? I would assume that maybe periods like Christmas, you're really, really busy.
Oh, yes. Although it happens to be like a seasonal business for some people, probably at the starting level.
Okay.
But by the time you spend 5-6 years into it, it's going to be very tasking, because a lot of people need your services. You walk around the clock sourcing, the needed items.
Okay, fantastic. So how long have you been in the business for?
I've been in it since 2008, which is 11 years from now.
Wow, 2008.
Yes.
That's a very long time. And what made you to go into the business? Why did you go into the event management and catering business?
Okay, I have flair for parties. Just like I said before, this is a kind of business that brings people together.
Okay.
Events in Nigeria, is something that you wish to always go to. Apart from Saturday weddings and all that, events is more like an avenue where your enemy becomes your friend.
Okay.
People can tend to relax more in events.
Yes.
You have fulfillment, seeing people happy.
Yes, fantastic. Wow, That's a very good reason to start a business, to see other people happy. I'd like you to talk about the resources that you needed when you started the business, and how did you get the resources to start? Or how exactly did you start?
Okay, when it comes to resources, I think you probably may not need, the much of the physical cash. But however, I think you need to have flair for it first and foremost, You
have to have the passion.
Yes, you have to have the passion. It has to be something you really love doing, even when the money is not there.
Okay.
Eventually the money will come.
Okay.
So part of the resources we needed, we had to generate from the business.
Okay.
It's more like you raise the capital from the business, you reinvest it into the business and see it grow.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good answer. I appreciate that. I also want to ask, how have you been marketing and getting sales? You said that eventually the money will come. Yeah. When you started, how did you get people to patronize you? How did you get customers and clients?
Okay, we started a see, taste, and decide package.
Okay.
So it was an avenue for people to come in, taste when it comes to catering, taste the kind of food, the quality of the food, see the environment, which is the see package, taste, see, and decide.
Okay.
You have to see the resources, the items you are using for decoration, and know that it's not just going to get beautiful because of the light.
Yes.
We make sure that it's hygienic enough, the environment is nice, the food is of high quality, and we are sourcing the best of the vegetables.
Okay, fantastic. So quality, so that you can have people return to. So quality is important, so that you can have people return over and over again to patronize you.
Yes.
Excellent. I also like to ask you about have you had any specific challenges in the business while trying to start or in the process of growing it? Have you had any challenges?
Okay, yeah, we have. Challenges in outdoor catering will never come to an end in Nigeria.
Okay, why is that?
Yeah, because, we tend to do imaginative booking. What I mean by that is somebody having, you have 500 guests and more, because, in Nigeria, you invite one person for an event, the person comes along with a friend, the friend comes along with another person, and, looking at your pocket, you have to book food for 300 persons. Yes. At the end of the day, in that single event, you're having 600 persons.
Oh, my goodness.
And, the caterer is also there to maximize profits.
Yes, that would be a big challenge.
Yeah, it has always been a challenge. But, however, we came across, a package that helped us settle that.
Okay.
Is a tagging package. When you step in and you book for an event for 300 persons, we'll give you 350 tags.
Wow.
Which is extra 50 as a bonus package for booking us.
Okay, fantastic.
So you come in, we drop your tag on your table. When we serve you the food, we retrieve your tag, and at your own end, which is the person booking our service, you have to send a supervisor to come and recount the tags.
Okay.
So by the time you go across the tags and you see we've completed 350, we know,
that you've
we
done
delivered.
Your own part.
Yes.
So it doesn't happen that you were catering for 300 people and then you have 400 people, and your client says that you didn't feed everybody.
Yes.
Okay, because I've heard that happen before, and it can be a big challenge for the event manager.
Yes.
I also like to ask, can you expand on the benefits of your business to customers? What benefits do the public derive? Should continue.
Close to your mic.
Okay, Mrs. Cholu, can you please expand on the benefits? Okay, Mrs. Cholu, please can you expand on the benefits of your business to customers, to clients, to the public? What do they gain from booking maybe an event manager and an outdoor caterer? Why don't they just cater for themselves? Why don't you get your mother's auntie or your auntie to cook for your party or for your wedding or whatever? Why do you need an event manager?
Okay, first and foremost, I think that's a nice question. Because we have a lot of this issue in Nigeria. People keep thinking, my family can cater for the wedding and all that. When you invite a caterer to handle your outdoor catering for an event, first and foremost, who is your caterer? Are you seeking the help of a professional? Or you are going to someone who just opened the business and decide, okay, I want to just be cooking because I can make rice or something else. Now, a caterer is someone who got professional experience and training. So, number one is that you have, the advantage of having a professionally made food.
Yes.
You have the advantage of somebody who is not going to look across, I'm from the bride side, I'm from the groom side, so I'm going to, restrict my sharing to a particular side. A caterer doesn't know anybody in the event most of the time.
Because sometimes it does happen that you go to a wedding and you don't eat. Yeah. I've been to weddings that I didn't eat.
That will never come to an end in Nigeria because, like I said in the previous question, people come in and book less than what they are supposed to book.
Okay.
You have a social life, your partner has a social life, you've been known in Port Harcourt and wherever place you decide, and you come in and you're booking food for 300 persons and 600 tons up.
Exactly.
So, first, I don't think it's a problem with the couple or a problem with somebody who is booking for the event. We have to generate this mindset. Yes, I'm going for an event. It can be me who is hosting the event.
Yes.
I mustn't eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's true. I mustn't eat.
I mustn't eat. Because this problem will never come to an end. Because
I now always make sure that I eat before I go to a wedding because I don't want to starve. After those experiences, I decided I must not go to any event without eating first.
because you can't satisfy them all.
Yes.
But with the tag, we can satisfy that.
Yes.
At least to, give us a lift when it comes to you did not serve 300 persons and I paid you for 300 persons.
I understand. Yes. So, what exactly you'd say it's important for people to use a professional event manager so that the event is managed professionally.
Yes.
And also so that they can get hygienic food.
Yes.
Food that is properly prepared.
Yes.
Because when you
service is more coordinated.
Exactly. Organization. That's why they call them event organizers so that they can organize your event.
Yes.
So that's a fantastic reason to get an event manager if you have something like maybe a wedding or a naming or anything that requires an event manager, you should get one. The other question I want to ask you, Mrs. Chole, is what advice do you have for startups in this business? What would you tell them to do first?
Okay, first and foremost, I will want the starters to get professional trainings.
Good.
You need to learn more of continental food because, the world is coming to that level. It mustn't be the jollof rice, fried rice pattern.
Yes.
We need to get chapati rice, broccoli sauce.
Which one is chapati rice?
Some of these things, they're already in Lagos.
Wow. Yes.
Okay. We have them in Kenya, in Ghana. These are what they use for events.
Yes. African foods.
Yes. We are coming, to an end, to the end of the era of jollof rice, fried rice, and parties.
Is anybody doing pilau rice? East African pilau rice.
Yes.
Because I love that rice, but it's so difficult to find it anywhere in Nigeria.
So you need to get professional training. You need to have, I think before you even become a caterer, there has to be room for you to, serve under another caterer.
Okay.
Because I can cook is not enough to make you dive into the business.
Exactly.
You need to learn how to sell it. You need to learn how to manage the crowd.
Yes.
Because it comes across with a lot of pressure.
I know that you have a training school. Can you tell us about your training school?
Okay, we have a practical training school. It's not more like, the normal training school. You go, you write. It's more practical.
Yes.
We teach you how to cook. We teach you how to manage the business. We teach you how to start up. We have facilitators who would come and tell you how to, use the social media to sell your business.
Wow.
Yes. And you also have, the advantage of being with us, working with us, getting exposure for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so the person actually goes to events with you.
Yes.
And sees how you go about the event management business. And they also learn catering.
Yes.
And they also learn, you do cakes, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. How are your cakes? What do people say about your cakes?
It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
We do low sugar cakes, we do cakes for diabetes patients, diabetes patients. Cake is not just...
Besides event cakes, do you do cakes that people can buy off you?
Yes, we do. We do uncovered cakes, on iced cakes,
Okay, fantastic. So, how many people have graduated from your training school so far?
Okay, we have presently 50.
50?
Yes,
wow.
And we have 10 that will be passing out any moment from now.
Okay, you have 50 students in your training school right now?
No, graduated.
That have graduated?
Yes, and we have 10 that are about to.
That are about to graduate?
Yes.
How long have you been training people?
For over 7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a few more questions about the training school. Why does somebody need to have training? Can you please emphasize on that again? I know you mentioned it earlier. That's important for someone to learn the rudiments of the event management business and the catering business, that there are things they need to know. Okay. Can you please emphasize again why somebody needs training? And so is there a demand for the event management business? Is there a demand for event planners? Are people asking for
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
You're welcome to the program. Let's talk. Flood has become a major issue in our society. Was there no proper drainage done for this flood? For this flood to be done? And it gets me thinking.
You see how difficult it is for them. Not all hosts know about the game. Hello and welcome to your number one news and talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM. We've got loads of news and gossip for you. But first off, let's go on a commercial break.
Radio has never been this good. Today,
glad you know now.
Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Opinion poll with Kalada.
I was gonna play it a second time just for emphasis, but no, I'm not. I am mad. I am what's the word now? I am very sad and disappointed that in 2019, I mean, 1st of October tomorrow will make us 59 years. If we're at 40, they say it's a fool forever, yeah. Nigeria will be 59, and yet we cannot have elections without the gunplay. In case you do not know, you've not seen, or you've not heard, that was the scene at the Bayelsa State Assembly Complex where I do hear the maize was stolen and plenary of some sorts were disrupted, and I hear now that we have two speakers in the States. Nigeria will be 59. And we still play gunplay. I need to clap for all the political allies. They have done noble. They've done noble. I mean, the vice president talked about taking Nigeria to the promised land. I guess this is how we will get to the promised land when we keep having gunplays every time we are very close to elections. Very funny, right? Very. My heart bleeds. I wonder what we will be celebrating when we keep seeing incidents like this. What are we celebrating? But then again, my boss says I shouldn't be negative or pessimistic, so I'm gonna try and find joy somewhere. I really do not know. Maybe I will find joy in this report where I do hear that the governor, I do hear that the governor gave a state briefing about the fact that the Rivers State government is, maybe I should find joy in this one, as bought some shares in the OML 11 that has been a source of controversy in Rivers State for so long a time. I mean, it cost the lives of wonderful sons and daughters of Rivers State, and right about now, the state governor has waded into the controversy and decided to take the 45% stake of the SPDC. And I'm here, so many conspiracy theories, by the way, and I'm here thinking, I'm looking, I'm asking myself, will this solve the problem, in that Ogoni access? Because, Ogoni has been in turmoil. There's been the incidents of cold clashes. There's been the youths uprising because of the fact that they want the cleanup to be hastened. There's been a lot of crisis there, I'm wondering now, because I'm one of the people who have always said that state government should go into investment so that they don't have to, always wait for allocations, and I'm wondering if this is a good investment. Like I said, so many conspiracy theories, and maybe it's not what we think it is. But for the meantime, I am thinking that I want to find joy. I'm being saddened by what is happening by our state, but maybe I can find joy in what is happening in Rivers State. So listen to what the governor had to say.
I am delighted to inform you that Rivers State government has fully acquired Share Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria SPDC 45% interest in oil mining lease OML 11, situated in Ejema Ibubu community in Ilime local government area and other adjoining Ogun areas of Rivers State. Background facts: the background of incidents and processes that accumulated into the salutary development as follows. Following a major oil spill from SDPC Trans-Niger High Pressure Crude Oil Pipeline at a German community, an approximate area of 255 hectares of arable land for agriculture, fishing swamps, and rivers were devastated.
All right, like I said, the debate has been ongoing for so long a time. Should SPDC return to Gun land to, do some exploration? Some people said no, never, over their dead body. And it was looking like there was going to be another round of violence, another round of chaos. And now, like I said earlier, and like you had in that sound clip or sound bite, the governor has waded into the situation. I wish I could talk about. So much to talk about tonight. Very funny, yeah? But so much to talk about. The eve of the Independence Day. So much. There's the House of Assembly crisis. There is this one. There's also, the Showere issue that we talked about yesterday. And yesterday when we were talking about it, another reason why I'm sad, when we were talking about it, some of us said maybe the judges should boycott. I was one of those people who chorused that song, that the judges should boycott the, DSS and every other executive agency or federal government agency that is out there, like the FCC, like the ICPC and all of that. But you see, when the lawyer representing Shore said that in court, it was dismissed quickly. Oh my God. But really, look at it. What is the logic? What is the logic behind it? Where you get to listen to the argument of an individual who has, disobeyed the court order in the first place. What do I know? I'm treading softly because there's so much politics going on, so many conspiracy theories that now I have to be careful so I don't get myself into trouble. I'm not a rich man's son, so probably I would not even be able to get myself out of trouble. But then again, I wish I could talk about Showery's incidents. Or incident, that's what I'll call it, because I could see he was defiant. He was he wasn't cowering. It was still all about #revolution, and then his fans will shout now. One would wonder that since he's been charged for treasonable felony and insulting the president, that he would want to pipe down, but that's not looking like the situation right about now. Okay, welcome to Opinion Poll. 9 minutes gone past the hour of 9. I am Canada, and it's a pleasure having you listen on the other side of the radio. It is Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people, and of course, yes, your voice will be heard shortly when I do open the phone lines. And what are we talking about this evening? What are we talking about this evening? Now, like I said, I could have talked about Showere, but we talked about it yesterday, so I've got to look for something that is different, something that is new, something that you would want to talk about. And apparently, it looks as if there's a lot happening in Rivers State. Let's see. A lot is happening, actually. But I'm going to stick with... I'm gonna stick with this one, and
if there are no other officials of government assisting, he won't be able to do it alone, which is the essence of this request. On that note, if you are in support that the 35 special advisors as requested by His Excellency, be approved by this House. Can you indicate by raising your hands? From the result shows that the request of His Excellency that 35 special advisors be approved for him in line with Section 196 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is hereby approved by the House.
All right. It's not a one-man something. Oh my, oh my, oh my. It is not a one-man something, yeah? It needs assistance, it needs help. And of course, I'm talking about the amiable governor, Governor, or will I say Barrister Yesom Ezenwo-Wike. How do CON GSSROS POS Africa? Yes, Mr. Project, as is fondly called. And he has been, in some kind of controversy. Will I call it that? Yeah, maybe I can call it controversy because it's been on media, it's been, debated on the streets. The opposition parties have used it against them, and it has been a cause for conversation. You remember 2 weeks ago, an ultimatum was given, and the ultimatum was about, the commissioners in River State, the lack of commissioners in River State. It was given by a certain, is it Prince Favor? I think that's his name, from the Labour Party, and it was, a 7-day ultimatum that if no commissioner was appointed. By the way, they have two commissioners, a commissioner for finance and that of justice. And if you would add the SSG to it, I mean, you could call, if you would call that, part of the cabinet. I think it's part of the cabinet. So then there's 3, and of course then there's the chief of staff. So about 4 of them, if you would say. But everybody was, people were shouting, when it was the president, PDP people would not let us drink water and drop cup. PDP people would not allow us. Yes, president did 6 months. Yes. And the PDP people are now saying, when it was your turn, I thought you always saying that there is no stipulated time for actually, appointing the cabinet. So why are you all making a noise right about now? And it has been a funny argument, but you see, why I have been so much interested in this, I mean, I care less, if the governor decides to want to do it all by himself. I would just sit and watch, and I would like to see the outcome. I would like to see the outcome. So I care less. I'm indifferent about it. But then again, why I've been much interested in this discourse is because the Labour Party had given that ultimatum. And then, after the ultimatum was given, we saw the reply, and, there was a talk about, the governor saying nobody will cajole him into appointment of commissioners. We saw another statement that names have been sent to the DSS. But right about now, Monday, the 30th of September 2019. Canada likes to look for trouble, by the way. Today, the 30th of September 2019, it makes it 2 weeks since that ultimatum was given. If I remember, 7 days is 1 week, right? Let's say I didn't go to primary school, and I don't know whether 7 days is 1 week, but you can help me. 7 days is 1 week, right? And so this is making it the 2nd week since the ultimatum was given, and we still have the same number of commissioners or number of cabinet members in River State. So I'm wondering what happened to the ultimatum by the Labour Party. Is it that they are waiting for the DSS to bring about a report? And if truly, because now I tend to take comments from politicians with a pinch of salt, and if truly the names have been submitted to the DSS for screening and scrutiny, one would wonder why it is taking so long, for a process. I mean, okay, Canada, don't tour that path, please. I'm not going to tour that path. But then again, we just saw the National Assembly, I beg your pardon, the State House of Assembly come out to say that the governor, you're talking about the governor now, Canada, not the president. No, can you act right? All right. So we just had the State House of Assembly talking about the governor needing assistance, needing help, needing people to actually help in the running of the government. And my question now is very simple tonight. Special advisors, 35 of them, by the way, are they more important than having commissioners? I know we've had the debate of whether commissioners are necessary or not, and some of you said even the last bunch of them, we did not know them. So what is the noise all about? What is the old clamor for? But then again, think about it. 35. Why am I interested? Once again, I pay my taxes, you pay your taxes, and our money will be used to pay these individuals. 35 of them. 35 of them. 35 of them. Why do we need 35 special advisors? I mean, what are we advising? What are we advising? Isn't it the people's voice, the people's protest, the people's desperation, the people's plight that actually government should be looking at and not seeking special advisors? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. What is the duty of the special advisor, and what is the duty of the commissioner? I mean, I'm also wondering, because my understanding of government is that the cabinet is an extension of the president or the governor or the local government chairman, because the president, the local government chairman, or the governor cannot be everywhere at the same time. They cannot be in the health sector at the same time being in the educational sector. So they need the help of commissioners who will be their what's the word now? Oh my God, the word is not entering. Okay, but they would be kind of representatives of these leaders. Then what then is the need for the special advisors? Because, for example, if I am in the Ministry of Health, or in the Ministry of Education, for example, I will be coming up with proposals. I will be coming up with project, and I'll be advising the governor and see, this is what I think we should do. Because I remember vividly in the past tenure, and the first tenure of the governor, there was the woman who was in charge of environment. I think it is environment. And she came up with some wonderful project on how to manage waste. She advised the governor. And I remember watching the valedictory session, and she came up with a portfolio. She wrote it down in books. It's a book or file, I can't remember. She brought the files, and then she submitted it to the governor, and the governor promised to follow up on that project or on that advice. So then again, I'm confused. I am confused. What is the difference between the commissioner and the special advisors? Because we keep shouting, governance is too expensive. Governance is too expensive in Africa. I mean, look at it. 30,000 naira, we say we cannot pay, and yet we keep accumulating offices or creating offices in governance. Some of them I feel not necessary. Some of them maybe a little bit necessary. But my point is, the taxpayers' monies are being spent on all of these things that might not be really needed. So are we saying we want special advisors and not commissioners? Are we still going to have commissioners after 35 special advisors? Because if we have 35 special advisors, then we might just end up having 35 commissioners as well, or 32, or maybe 40. So in turn, we have about 70, approximately 75 people or officers that we've got to pay with taxpayers' money. So this is something that we need to look into amidst all the other wonderful trending issues that is happening in Nigeria. And of course, I don't know if this is an irony. I don't know if this is going to sound bitter in your ears, but I want to say happy independence to you. Phone lines are officially open. Special advisors, 35 of them. The State House of Assembly saying they are very, very needed. And they were, what was it? They were. What's the word again? They were approved. Yeah, that's the word. They were approved by the State House of Assembly, the State Assembly. And I'm wondering, it's taking this long. May 29 to September 29, made it for months. Correct me if I'm wrong. June, July, August. Yeah, made it for months. And yet, we still do not have commissioners. We still do not have. I wouldn't say we don't have. We have about two. So tell me, what do you make of this? First caller. I lost that one to call me back. 0817. Oh, not call the numbers, yeah. 0817 000 0951 and 0810-951-0951. Text messages to the number 0701-933-9962. I want to thank whoever bought this chair. I've got a new chair and it's just making the job look very easy and sweet. I'm just going left, right, center and feeling my job. I'm excited to be in the studio. I want to say thank you to whoever brought the chair. All right, 95.1 FM.
Brother Kalada.
Yes, good evening to you. What's your name and where you calling me from?
I greet you. Francis.
Fine face, welcome. Happy independence to you. I hope you're not sad I said that. All right, welcome.
Independence is something to celebrate, brother.
All right, then go ahead then.
All right, I think that the 35 proposed special advisors that the governor has sent their names to the House of Assembly is good. I think that it's time the governor empowers serious people. Not just appointing them.
So now, are you saying the approval or the appointment of the special advisors are for empowerment? Is that what you're saying?
So it's not just for empowerment. They're going to work.
What work are they going to do?
Their duties also includes giving advice to the governor and then making sure that projects assigned to the offices are carried out.
Then what is the work of the commissioner then?
The work of the commissioner is to present budgets, the budget of the ministry,
and advise the governor on when you're producing budgets. What are you doing? You're advising the governor on how to embark on certain projects as well.
They can do that.
And so you don't think 35 special advisors is enormous, humongous, superfluous?
I don't think so. I don't think. It is for the good. It's a good omen. It is for the good of River State.
Okay.
If they will be made, the office will be made viable. That's the only issue I'll have is that the offices should be made viable.
So are you saying the governor doesn't take? Are you saying the governor doesn't take advice? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I mean.
When you say viable, you know what I mean by viable. If the offices will be productive.
That's what I mean.
And so if their work is to specially advise the governor, and you're saying it will not be viable, then you are also implying that that is.
I have not said anything like that.
Okay. I'm putting words in your mouth. Thank you very much for calling in, Fine Face.
The attitude of making their special advisors' offices not viable.
Okay then.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I know that you should. All right.
Thank you very much for calling in. I know think about it. When you say the offices are not viable, they are not productive, and if they are not productive, it means that the person who employed them does not listen to them. Then why do we need this 35 special advisors then? All right, back to the phone lines, 95.1 FM.
Good evening, my brother Man Kalada.
Hey, good evening to you, David West.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. It's been a while.
Yes, my brother. It's just that the medium through which I listen to you, sometimes I couldn't get your station.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Welcome.
35 special advisors.
No commissioners.
concerned,
35 special
Yes.
advisors, no okay, 2 commissioners then.
2 commissioners. As far as I'm concerned, the role of a commissioner is different from that of a special advisor.
Okay, explain to me.
Yes. The special advisor cannot carry out any project.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the commissioner can carry out a project. The commissioner is the head of a ministry.
Okay.
But the special advisor
But then does the commissioner advise the governor as well on projects in his ministries, on certain activities in his ministries?
The commissioner advises the governor.
That's what I'm saying. Does he advise?
As a matter of fact, I would not say the commissioner advises the governor, but the commissioner makes presentation to the governor.
Sorry, please.
Regards a ministry.
Sorry, please. What is advice? Define advice. You know, since we are learning, we're doing semantics now. What is advice? Advice is also presenting, you know, if your idea before a person or something.
The commissioner makes a presentation of a ministry he's heading.
Okay.
That the ministry will need XYZ. Or the ministry already has appropriated for in the budget, needs to construct a borehole, needs to construct a road.
Okay. Yeah, I'm listening.
That is not to say that is an advice.
Okay.
But the special advisor, his role is to advise the.
Oh my God, I lost you. I was going to ask you the question. Advice on what? Advice on what? I mean, maybe we could have 2, 3, you know, special advisor. But you see, when you're having special advisors in various ministries, then my brother, my sister, I want to understand. 95.1 FM.
Kalada, good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you, DK.
Yes, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yes, our governor has 5 special advisors.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's the word I should have used. Yeah, congratulations. You got it right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I want to ask, what happened all this while he did not have this special advisor? How did he operate? Is that why that he had to involve himself in trying to allocate markets to people? Maybe perhaps there were no advisors to advise him that maybe that job could have been done by someone else.
By who? By who? Someone by who?
Like commissioners.
Okay.
And you know, some persons have also complained that it's supposed not to be through balloting, that the previous owner is supposed to be settled first. So was it as a result of lack of advice, special advice, that it was done the other way? And the most importantly, because you know he has been in search of passionate people to do work. I also hope that this one coming half the year to serve Rivers people. I also hope that their special advice can also help to take care of Kulu Junction and other places like that. Yes, it's very, very important that you have people who give you special advice. Because ordinary advice, as we have been ranting, have not seemed to bring any positive results.
All right.
That's why I say it's a welcome development. Let us see how these special advisors will influence him towards a positive result.
All right, then.
That's my.
All right, so you're saying we should be open-minded about it then?
Yes, we should welcome them well.
All right,
hoping
then.
that we are passionate people.
All right, then. Then I will go with what you said earlier then. Congratulations to His Excellency.
Okay.
All right, then. Thank you very much, DK, for calling in. But there's something that caught to me, yeah? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, I'm not just going to say that. Back to the phone lines. 95.1 FM.
Hello, Kalada.
My view, welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Well, I can say congratulations for bringing 35 advisors.
But the advisors are different from commissioners. So.
But I'm saying that there is a just position of functionalities, yeah. Because, like I said, okay. You know what? Tell me what the differences are.
See, you can have advisor on education. You understand? A man who is inclined in education. And when there's no commissioner, who executes that? They will fall back to Minister of Education. See, all these things are funny things. I don't want to hear all this nonsense. See, the something is, Mr. Governor, please give us the commissioners. Then
let me ask you a question now.
Yes.
If the special advisor is advising on education, like you pointed out, then what is the commissioner for education going to do?
The commissioner of education is the one who goes to the school directly, and as the head of the ministry,
and gathers information, right?
Wait.
Okay.
Whatever thing that the commissioner demands, the advisor will also tell the governor, with this demand that the commissioner for education has placed before us here, we can go this way.
Okay.
Don't you think we can go this way and it will help us? Please extend it to the commissioner of education and let's see whether he will buy that idea.
Okay.
You understand?
But then again, I thought that was what the commissioners do. I mean, they go with this idea and say, what if we go this way? What if we do it this way? I thought that was what the commissioners do.
The commissioner, on the other way around, is an expert in that field. All right? Good. He's an expert in that field. So he's making demand directly to the executive arm of the government. He's making demand to the governor that on this social thing, this is how we will do it. Do you understand? Then the advisor will now come. But if you put this thing under this way, don't you think it will give another result?
So in other words, you're saying that it's justified to have 35 special advisors when we have just 2 commissioners?
Good. If you have the commissioners and they are having advisors that will come to counter some of the things that the commissioner will place before the governor, at least that could be another, it will be okay. But in the situation where you have an advisor, 2 commissioners, so those ones will be falling down to the Minister of Education, the Minister of this and Minister of that. Okay. Let's see how it goes.
All right then. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling in. I mean, Ivy just sounded like someone who is saying that we're creating more jobs, so yeah, it's okay. So as long as we have commissioners and we have special advisors, it's fine. I mean, one person will be countering the other person and it brings about good productivity in the state. What do you think about that? 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay, is this Okidim Jr.?
Yes, you're right.
All right, welcome then.
Independent in advance.
Same to you.
Yes, 35 advisors. They welcome him.
Really?
Yes. Politics cannot be a one-man show.
Okay. Yeah, and I agree with you on that one. Yeah, it's not a one-man show.
So the governor, when he was campaigning, he campaigned with people. We should not speak grammar. It's just of settling
empowerment, political empowerment.
Yes.
You said it. I did not say. You said it. You called it political.
That is what we will be clamoring. That at least he should give the sugar to as many as possible, as many that are around him, so that the thing will go round. So, now that he has started doing it, let's commend it for that.
Okay.
But coming to say that those advisors will advise him on what to do or economical policies and all of that, my dear, let them go. They will not bring out anything. just a way of settling.
All right then.
Because the commissioners play key roles. They interface with governors and the ministry. They propose projects. They do their budgeting and speak to the governor, and also do an advisory proposal to the governor on what to do, because they are the closest people to their various local governments. So they're supposed to interface between the governor and the people.
All right.
And the needs of the people, and advise the government appropriately what to do, what to take. So at the same time, they are doing their role and also doing their rules, because this thing in interchange, advisory role and doing their commissioner role. Do you understand? So there is a two-way. But the governor cannot as well undermine the advisory role. We want to put these persons in place so that you can go home with something.
All right then.
This politics now.
All right then. Thank you very much, Okidim, for calling in.
So we are looking up to
No. I have to go to another caller now, Okidim. Thank you very much for calling in. Remember, you can send in text messages and WhatsApp messages to the number 0701-933-9962. Send in your messages, and it could be on the SMS portal or it could be on the WhatsApp portal. I'll read them. And, we could just have a nice conversation here. 95.1 FM. Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
Lucky.
Lucky. Welcome.
Yeah. Thanks. 35 personal advisor. Wow, congratulations to those people that you will appoint at that time. Because I saw it personal, I saw it as a means of settling people that wanted to do election.
But really, if all of you are saying it's a means of settlement, why did you not just make them commissioners? Because, like I said, I feel like the commissioners also play the advisory role as well.
Yes, the reason why he cannot make them commissioners is this. He will still appoint more people.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He will still appoint people that will occupy the commissioner's position.
Okay.
Yes. But I don't know. Could you remember either last month or last month that the governor of Bayelsa State was saying how many billions he used in servicing political appointments? Either last 2 months or so.
Yeah, I remember.
That the governor of Bayelsa State was saying how much he spent monthly in servicing political appointments. And who are these political appointees? Special advisors and commissioners. So it's a means of settling people that are close to him. And the only thing I can say to them is congratulations. Because most of them do not even have opportunity to advise him for anything. But rather they go home with something at the end of the day. All
right then. Thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah.
So there is a special advisor, we call them SA. There is the SSA. I think I've forgotten what the first S stands for. There's the assistant special advisor. There is the PA to the special advisor. Oh my gosh. 95.1 FM.
Yeah, Kala. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, my name is Amuka Edin, calling from Namua local government. Yeah, Kala, let's call the state. I'm not congratulating the governor.
It's not fight now. Why would you congratulate him?
Yes, it's not fight. I have reason. How can a governor? I have seen my ever life. I thank God I'm not a politician.
I was not born when politics started in this country. A government cannot run his administration without commissioner. Okay, for appointing a 35 special advisor, are you going to do for what? Okay, is this only that party? Because when you are going to campaign, you see that when you campaign, you know you're going to carry everybody along, and you're going to inform everybody. You are empowering everybody based on the party platform. You know, it's like they are there, they are under where you enter. So you carry a party there, you need to allow the rest. And you are proving that in this country. I don't know who go appoint 35 general advisor. Then what about the commissioner? And which is against the law? Which is against the law? Okay, you want to appoint the general advisor. Okay, yes. If you appoint the general advisor, it's something worse. Do you know that the government of Rivers doesn't seek advice? It doesn't take advice for any person. Which everybody knows. He should commissioner to run his government. Yes, thank you, God bless you.
Thank you very much.
You're a father. You don't have a child. You are not to complete a father. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling in. 95.1 FM. He's saying, you're going to do that and still go ahead and, appoint commissioners. What's the need? But then again, tell me, what do you think about it? We don't have commissioners. Do you think that the special advisors will do? We don't need the commissioners anymore? Or do you think we should still appoint more commissioners? And I'm wondering, if we're appointing commissioners, then why do we need 35 special advisors? Maybe we could have 5. Maybe we could have 6. Maybe we could have, people who are administrators, people who are, political analysts who can look at these various sectors and give us facts and figures. Think about it. 95.1 FM.
Hello, Canada. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling me from?
My name is Ebenezer, calling from Eneka.
Ebenezer, welcome.
Yes. Let me tell you, 35 commissioner is a fraud.
What do you mean by it's a fraud?
Yes, it's a fraud.
Oh my God. All right.
There is nothing for short of it. It's a fraud.
Okay, if you say so.
Because commissioner position is different from advisor. Advisor cannot implement a project.
Okay.
The commissioner will be in the field working, implementing a project.
Okay.
So that what the governor is doing there is a fraud, because now we don't even know.
But how is it a fraud? If you say the special advisors and the commissioners do not have the same role, then don't you think maybe the special advisor is also needed? Maybe the commissioner is also needed as well.
Now let me tell you. Does Governor Wike look like somebody that will take advice?
You never know. You're not in the cabinet. You're not in government.
I can tell you this categorically clear, that the market that he just built and commissioned in that Umuwoji market, where he talks about balloting, the original people who own those shops are kind of telling him, we don't ballot. The people that own this shop should be giving these shops. Anyone that is remaining, they will ballot it. Has he listened? So what is he looking for advisor for? He should get commissioner and get to the field. Let the commissioner deliver project. Which project will commissioner even deliver when we don't even have budget? So what is the advisor for? So it's just a kitchen you're looking for a kitchen cabinet. So that thing is completely a fraud from the beginning. And you will see it anytime he just feel like maybe he didn't want to see this advisor, he will just put him out. They are puppet.
All right then.
The man to do the right thing, get the commissioner, and have little or nothing like even advisor. The commissioner can do it because the commissioner will have advisor and PA to himself. And all these advisors and that advisory number is going to buy all of them vehicles.
There's a possibility.
Yes, of course. An advisor, a PA, what I say, can the PA be coming to work without an official car? So you will now see the overhead cost of the ministry of the government that is something else.
All right then. I have to go to another caller now, Ebenezer. Thank you very much for calling.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. You've taken a lot of time. 95.1 FM.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening.
I'm Mustafa calling from Port Harcourt.
Mustafa, welcome.
Thank you. About the special advisors, the incumbent governor of Rivers State have sent for the assembly and they have been approved. Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So that is that number of 35 special advisors. Which offices will they work? Now, special advisors will be 35, and the commissioners will be there. And
the commissioners might also be 35, you know.
Yeah, it might also. Okay, what of the SAs? The SAs also.
The SAs are the special advisors now. The SAs are the special advisors.
Special. Okay. There are the senior special advisors and the.
That's what I was looking. Yeah, they're senior. Yeah, you're right. They're actually senior special advisors. You have that. You got that one right.
And assistant advisors.
Mm-hmm.
So now, will there be, that means only advisors will almost 35, 70 something. And now, to pay ordinary 30,000 naira they used to put in their back pocket to workers is a problem. But now, and each special advisor's money will be around 100 and 200.
No, let's not push it. Let's just. So, let's not go into finances now, or financial status of these people.
Okay, then. Using those offices now, can't they use it for the development of the state? Like creating small industries that can employ some few youths, or giving them a sustainable development. That is a sustainable project. Like learning how to do fish farming and then give them something so that it will sustain them instead of looking for white collar job. Then instead of giving those social advisors going home with cars and the other things, while the masses that voted them are suffering more than even most of them are from poor family, but because it's our votes that now made them rich. Why don't they give that stipends to the people in the village and give them a successful project?
All right then.
So this is area. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in. All right, we've got 30 minutes left on the clock. We're approaching that time when we've got to call it a wrap, when the cookie will have to crumble. And what is your say on this issue of 35 special advisors? 95.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
This is Elder Jeff.
Elder Jeff, welcome.
You see, honestly speaking, I think for this Nigeria as a whole, can you tell me, under this situation, that the economy is biting, they're unable to pay civil servants. Most pensioners are dying. They are pointing down the 5 advisors who tell you that such a thing is possible. He will only project and pronounce to the people that look, they have approved 35. But I bet you not more 10 or 15 will work. And even to work with 15 is even worse. Nigeria is a really notorious country, honestly. Some of these governors, I see them as it's like something is wrong with their brain. It's not the only person.
No. Let's not insult. These people are in exalted offices. We cannot insult them. I think it's not proper. It's not moral.
Not an insult. Okay. He is not the only governor. Another governor too, I wouldn't want to mention in this Nigeria. About 3 governors, they are having lot of advisors. What are they using advisors for? And for them to pay someone is a problem. Most of them, pensioners are dying. They don't want to pay.
Okay. So since we have
advisors. And I want to tell you,
since we have
advisors are earning.
Wait. Since we have this amount of advisors, maybe we should do away with commissioners. What do you think?
It's no way. Just racket. He's not doing away. This is not doing away with any commissioner. Commissioners are still coming. And I want to tell you one thing.
Are you sure commissioners are coming? Because it is taking like 4 months now. Are you sure we're going to still have commissioners?
Certainly. Even if it takes 1 year, Wike will still bring a commissioner. The man, you don't know Wike. Anyhow, he must still bring commissioner. He's not the only person. Some governors are doing the same nonsense. And you know the funny thing? Most of these advisors are earning powerful stuff. In fact, the least amount this
Come on. You can't say because you're not there.
2 million.
You can't say that. You don't know about it. But anyways, thank you very much.
I am telling you, if you look to some of these launchers, you will know. Those are allowances. Just like as you hear that senators are earning maybe 500,000 or 200,000 basic salary, but allowance alone catapult their money to 20-something million a month. The same thing is happening to special advisor to the president, commissioner, minister, all of that. The allowances skyrocket like tomorrow no day.
Okay.
So this is a fraud. These governments are rogues.
All right, then. Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you very much. There, he's angry. He's been ranting. He's been venting, and he won't let me say much. Oh my God! The numbers to call in are 0817-0000951 and 0810-951-095. And we're looking at this situation here in River State where we've got Fed 5 special advisors, and yet we've just got 2 commissioners. And I'm wondering, first of all, which is more important, is that the special advisors or the commissioners? And I'm saying that it looks as if that the commissioners already do that special advisors role. Yes, special advisors are a thing in Nigeria, but I'm still thinking it's a kind of a proliferation of government officers. It's a duplicity of officers, because when a commissioner goes into the field to acquire information or to gather information, it brings it back to the governor, and I believe they have that roundtable discussion, and it's like, okay, what if you do it like, and the governor said, no, I don't like it that way. What if you do it? No, there's that discuss, there's that advisory role of the commissioners. So why do we still have as much as maybe we could have trusted hands, maybe 5 of them who could tell the governor, the CEO, Impolo Road is bad. We need to build, even if it's the federal road, special advice like that. The government schools, some of them do not have chairs, like in what community is that now? I can't remember the name of the community. But like in Rumodogo, for example, the roads are bad. The health centers needs attention, So you could imagine special advisors doing all of those work. But then again, I feel like the commissioners would be able to do all those things as well. But what do I know? 95.1 FM.
Hello, Colonel, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes. Congratulations to 35 commissioners.
All right, what's your name?
Sorry, special advisor, Emmanuel from Job.
All right, welcome.
Yes. How many local governments do you have in Rivers?
We have 23.
23. Okay. If it's a government that really want to have a special advisor, let's say 23, to go for local government. We'll pick them from each of these local governments, and they will advise based on their local government.
Yeah, that could work. Apparently, that I think that's what's going to be done. I mean, these people will be picked from the different local governments.
Yes. Okay. 23 is out. How many is left?
I didn't do math in school, but let's see. We've got about 12 left.
No, 11.
We've got like 12 left.
Okay, 12. Yes, 12. 12. Now, how many ministries do we have?
I don't have that figure in my head. Why are you asking all these jam questions?
not jam questions, but I'm not sure this appointment is just empowering those who feel are loyal to him.
Okay.
But because the commissioners will sit, why he's doing this one, he wants to waive some persons from being commissioner and making them special advisors. Because if he maybe moves straight to the commissioners, persons might take offense that they are supposed to be there, he did not bring them. That is why he's bringing them first. So he sees he will not appoint as commissioners, because commissioners will have more power to speak than this special advisor. So he wants to bring them first as special advisors, why he has not picked his commissioners, so that their mind will come down that he already has picked them
These are all conspiracy theories, but nonetheless, thank you very much for calling in, Emmanuel, all the way from Diob, 95.1 FM.
Hello, Canada.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, this is Bill.
Bill, be welcome.
Yeah, I want to say that, we have constitution in this country that states how government should be run. It has taken a very long time and it's due for government to appoint commissioners. All these advisors, whether with portfolio or without portfolio, I don't know what they will advise. Maybe just a role start doing their political friends and those who help them get to the office. Remember the governor run office for some years with caretaker with the local government chairman. Now he's running office again without commissioners. I want to advise, I want to bring in advisors. You know that without commissioners, the government can never go the way it's supposed to go. And for me, I would say that if they are listening, we should appoint commissioners so that commissioners are the people that we now see various ministries. Commissioner for health, commissioner for power, commissioner for education. Without these commissioners, all these ministries would not function well. That's the way it has been organized. It's in the constitution. So it's taking so much time. Even the president appointed minister, the governor to appoint commissioners. For me, it's not good because you make everything as it stands to yet. Who do you go to? You go to this place, they tell you, governor has not appointed commissioner. You go here, they will tell you, governor has not appointed commissioner.
So you're saying it's affecting the free flow of government.
Governance.
Yeah. I see.
Just like the local government chairman who wants now to run local government affairs without councillors. How will you run? The councillor is the one supposed to be peaceful. If they actually the way it's supposed to be. So the government should first make sure people bring the commissioners first. Then the commissioners will now be the one to appoint their own estate. Because if this estate now, who are they going to advise? They're going to advise the governor. So the governor should appoint commissioners first. Then the commissioners now know who to take as their own estate from their own local government, that from the grassroots. The government shall be smooth. Like doing that, everything will be gone. Another person will come in. Everybody do that there's God in heaven.
All right, B.O.B., I've got to go to the other caller now. Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you very much for that one. We've got like 2 minutes left. And after that, the world news. So you can be the last caller for tonight and tell me what you make of 35 special advisors. And I'm wondering, yet again, will these advisors be experts, professionals, because if you're bringing advisors, then you need to have professional advisors, that will tell you how to run the educational sector, the health sector, the financial sector of every state, all those very important sectors, yeah? 95.1 FM. Hi.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, Obed is calling from
All right, Obed, you're the last caller. Can you quickly tell us what you think, and so we can wrap it up?
Bless you. Now, we are talking of 35 special advisors. We have senior special advisors that will be coming, and commissioners, and many other appointments. So let us make comparison and see.
Okay. So you're also part of that bandwagon that says we should just chill and wait and have an open mind.
Definitely.
Okay. If you say so. All right then, Obed. Thank you very much for calling in. Like I said, this is where we call it. This is where we call it an end. This is where we say our goodbyes. This is where we wait again for another episode tomorrow of Opinion Poll. But before I go, I want to say that I still really think, I've had a lot of youth talk and nobody has been able to convince me I still think the commissioners do the advisory role. I mean, look at the Minister for Finance, for example. She gives financial advices. She does to the government. She comes up in what's the word now? She works. She's always liaising with the CBN governor, and together they come up with financial policies. They advise the government on whatever financial step to take. And so, if, for example, we're going through a depression or a recession, she's the one that the government will look to for advice. She and the CBN governor. So yet again, the commissioner is the state's level. How do I put it? It's the commissioner is somewhat like the minister in the state level. So when the commissioner is advising, and then we still have special advisors, one would wonder why we are, duplicating officers in governance. But that's why I call it a wrap. Stay with me. The World News is up next. I'm Kalada, and you just listen to Opinion Poll on Today 95.1 FM.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Good evening. This is the World News at 10 on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. I am Kala Daku, about to board the headlines. Rivers State Governor Yesomike announced his acquisition of 45% stake in OML 11 in Ogoni communities. Appeal by PDP at Supreme Court stalls adoption of written addresses at Rivers State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. Political logjam occurs within PDP as two speakers emerge in Bayelsa State House of Assembly. On the foreign scene, concerns rise over safety of U.S. whistleblower. Now the details. Governor Yesomike says the Rivers State government has fully acquired Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria SPDC's 45% interest in the oil mining lease OML 11 situated in Ejama Ibubu community in Eleme local government area and other adjoining Ogoni communities in the state. Governor Wike, who disclosed these at a statewide broadcast at the government house in Port Harcourt, explained that the background for the acquisition of OML 11 was premised on a court judgment.
I am delighted to inform you that the Rivers State government has fully acquired Sept Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria SPDC 45% interest in oil mining lease OML 11, situated in Ejama Ibubu community in Elime local government area and other adjoining Ogoni areas of Rivers State. Background facts: the background of incidents and processes that accumulated into this salutary development as follows. Following a major oil spill from SDPC Transniger High Pressure Crude Oil Pipeline at a German community, an approximate area of 255 hectares of arable land for agriculture, fishing swamps, and rivers were devastated.
Governor Wike also explained why the state government acquired a 45% stake, saying that the federal government and the state government has lost a lot of revenue in the area for close to 30 years after the death of environmental activist Ken Saro-Wiwa and other prominent Ogoni sons in the area.
Therefore, I directed Rivers State Ministry of Finance Incorporated to make a bid of $150 million, supported by a bank guarantee and cash payment to the deputy sheriff in the sum of 1 billion naira, the latter payable to judgment creditors while the former is escrowed. I further directed the relevant government agencies to take immediate steps to liaise with any financially capable companies to partner with the Rivers State government to ensure that the sale oil food come on stream.
The governor further noted that he has directed the State Ministry of Finance Incorporated to make a bid of $150 million supported by bank guarantee and cash payment to the deputy sheriff in the sum of 1 billion naira, as well as directed the relevant government agencies to take immediate steps to liaise with any financially capable company to partner with the Rivers State government to ensure that the said oil field come on stream within 15 months.
A lot of revenue is lost to the Federation account in OML 11 due to non-production of nearly 250,000 barrels per day of East crude oil potentials. Now, the Rivers State government has continued to lose 13% derivation fund from the said 55% stake of the federal government in that field for nearly 30 years now, that rather than stand by and watch other persons or group purchase SPDC 45% interest in that OML 11 and further exacerbate the poverty of the people of the state, a responsible and responsive state government should weigh in and bid for the purchase of SPDC interest already set now for auction.
The Rivers State House of Assembly has approved the request by Governor Yesomike to appoint 35 special advisors. The request of the governor is contained in a letter to the Assembly, which was read on the floor of the House by the Speaker, Ikuni Owaji Igbani. Lawmakers, including the Chief Whip, Evans BP, and the member representing Ogbagboma in the constituency, Nathaniel Uwaji, said the appointment was long overdue.
The good people of time, in their support to the request of His Excellency, also deemed it necessary that I submit that the appointment also should be done in tandem with Section 14, Sub 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as severally amended.
A tree cannot make a forest. That means the tree needs branches for it to bear fruit. So on that note, I want to say that I am fully and wholly in support of the request and urge the members to do the needful.
You are aware that we have 23 local governments. By special grace of God, it is assumed that every local government will get at least one. So why are we bothered looking to many grammars like our good friend Abie? Why not we quickly approve this number so that the governor can do the needful with it?
After the debate, Speaker Ikunyo Waji Igbani said the appointment of the SAs will help to strengthen and support the smooth running of the state.
If there are no other officials of government assisting, he won't be able to do it alone, which is the essence of this request. On that note, if you are in support that the 35 special advisors, as requested by His Excellency, be approved by this House, can you indicate by raising your hands? From the result shows that the request of His Excellency that 35 special advisors be approved for him in line with Section 196 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is hereby approved by the House.
A Rivers State government has been cleared to commence recruitment, training, and operation of State Neighborhood Safety Corps following a judgment of a federal high court sitting in Port Harcourt. Justice Henry Oshoma, in the judgment in the matter instituted by the Director General of Neighborhood Safety Corps, Uche Chukwuma, on behalf of the state government, however, dismissed Section 2A of the law that empowered Neighborhood Corps to carry arms, stating that only security agencies are empowered to carry arms by federal law. Justice Oshoma ruled that the Rivers State Neighborhood Safety Corps Law number 8 of 2018 is constitutional and valid, saying the Nigerian Army was wrong when they interfered and disrupted the screening exercise of Neighborhood Watch. Justice Oshoma also refused to award any compensation to the plaintiff as paid in the suit filed on 5th December 2018 against the General Officer commanding the 6th Division of Nigerian Army for unlawful interference and disruption of the Neighborhood Corps recruitment exercise on the 29th November 2018. Speaking to correspondent Uchendu Jowo, Attorney General of Rivers State, Zacchaeus Adango, who is the counsel to the DG of the Neighborhood Watch, said they are happy with the judgment as it has clearly shown that no authority empowered the Nigerian Army to carry out such actions.
The judgment of the court is to the fact that the Rivers State Neighborhood Safety Court Law number 8 of 2018 is constitutional and valid, except Section 2, which empowers members of the agency to carry arms. And the court has further held that it was wrong for the Army to have interfered and disrupted the screening and training program for members of the corps. They had no such authority to do so because that law is validly constitutional. The important is that the Director General and Chairman of that agency can proceed to recommence the recruitment and training exercise for eligible persons into that.
Counsel to the Nigerian Army, Selina Amoniefa, declined to speak on the judgment. Adoption of final written addresses on the governorship election petition filed by the governorship candidate of the Africa Action Congress in Rivers State, Bilkwamabo Awara, against the declaration of Governor Nyesom Wike by the Independent National Electoral Commission has been stalled at the election petition tribunal sitting in Port Harcourt. The final written addresses, which were to be adopted today at the tribunal, could not happen because parties involved appeared before the Supreme Court to hear an appeal by Governor Wike and the People's Democratic Party over the ruling of appeal court on the matter, which ordered parties to return to tribunal to hear the matter on its merit after tribunal had dismissed the appeal of Awara. We gathered that the tribunal adjourned until 2nd of October to give time for the hearing of appeal at the Supreme Court. Our correspondent reports that counsel to the AAC governorship candidates, Taiwo Taiwo, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria, objected the appointment of Justice Mary Odili as the chairman of the Supreme Court panel over alleged affiliation with the People's Democratic Party. The Supreme Court adjourned the matter indefinitely. The All Progressives Congress has expressed worries over the delay in reassigning a matter before Rivers State High Court instituted by one Ibrahim Umar and 23 others against the APC on the conduct of fresh congresses in the state. A member of APC legal team, J.C. Williams, who confirmed the development to our correspondent, said the case file was yet to be reassigned to a new judge after Justice Letam Inyodi returned it. On the interlocutory injunction on the suspended APC congresses, Williams said inasmuch as the law does not recognize the injunction after 7 days that it was issued, the law also permits extension of time, especially when the matter was yet to be heard.
Well, what the provision of the law is that after 7 days, the government truly, it's an interim injunction, so we will look into that. Then the matter has not been reassigned. All that we would have to handle this with. It doesn't. However, the law also makes provision for extension of that period. It's usually a 7-day period, but the law also makes provision for extension.
38-year-old Francis Njoku, who was alleged to have caused the death of foremost journalist and rights activist Patrick Nagbaton, has been granted bail by magistrate court in Rumodumaya, Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State. Njoku, who is facing 4-count charges bordering on traffic offences that caused an accident at Rupa Kolushi, pleaded guilty to 2 out of the 4 charges. Our correspondent reports that Magistrate Esther Okere granted bail to the accused to the tune of 1 million naira and to provide a surety resident around the jurisdiction of the court. Speaking with newsman Ayodele Salami, who is counsel to Patrick Nagbaton, said they want the court to prescribe the penalty of the offence committed by the defendant.
Here too, and I was given a copy of the charge sheet. I discovered also that on the court's record that the accused person had pleaded guilty to 2 of the charges. So in that case, what we intend to do to assist the course of justice, we will bring a formal application for the normal due process that occurs when an accused has pleaded guilty to charges. That is for the court to go ahead and take the issue, the charges that the accused has pleaded guilty to, and proceed accordingly. We normally, when an accused has pleaded guilty like this, there's a very straightforward trial.
Counsel to the accused, Bernard Egu, on his part, said the conditions of the bail granted Francis Njoku are fair enough.
And the bail is okay, because this court has a jurisdiction to grant the bail. The only thing the only situation whereby this court cannot grant a bail is on capital offence, and this matter is not a capital offence. There is a difference between bail and trial. The court may not have jurisdiction to try a matter, but it may have jurisdiction to grant bail. So what he did is according to the law.
The matter was adjourned till October 22 for hearing. Patrick Nagbaton died after an accident that occurred at Rupakulushi new layout in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State. The Department of State Services, DSS, has said it did not arrest or detain any author. I take that again. The Department of State Services, DSS, has said it did not arrest or detain an author and columnist, Chido Onuma. Nigeria's secret police, however, said they merely engaged Onuma in an interaction following what it described as a threat to national security and public order. Public Relations Officer of the DSS, Peter Afunaya, in a statement said on his arrival at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, they discovered that Onuma wore a T-shirt with "We Are All Biafrans" inscribed on it. The DSS added that with credible intelligence that it might be a subject of mob attack if allowed to go into town in same cloth, adding that the service invited him and drew his attention to the implications of his probable intended or unintended action. The service said it strongly believed that an attack on Onuma would have sparked ethno-religious reprisals with dire consequences for law and order and public safety in the country. The convener of Hashtag Revolution Now protests Omoyole Sowore and his co-defendant Olawale Bakare have pleaded not guilty to charges filed against them by the federal government. The duo have been arraigned by the federal government on 7 charges bordering on an alleged conspiracy to commit treason, money laundering, and insulting the president, among others. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Adeyinka Olumide Fusika, who is counsel to Sowore, had maintained that the arraignment should not be allowed to go on the grounds that the Department of State Services, which has been keeping Sowore in custody since August 3, 2019, had not allowed the defendants to consult with their lawyer after the charges were filed, but the application was dismissed. Presiding Judge Justice Ijoma Ojukwu ordered the remand of Sowore and Bakare and adjourned till Friday this week for their bail consideration. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has lamented the slow pace of development in the country 59 years after the attainment of political independence. Atiku expressed these in a statement issued to mark Nigeria's 59th independence anniversary. The presidential candidate of the PDP in the last election said Nigeria's founding fathers would be disappointed at how bad things have turned despite the end of military rule in 1999. Atiku also lamented what he called the persecution of judges, even as he blamed political leadership for the depth of poverty in the land. You are listening to the World News at 10 on your premium talk radio station, Today95.1 FM. After the break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. Welcome back now to the rest of the news. As Nigeria marks our 59th independence, our correspondent Chinedu Una in this special report takes us through how the nation has fared in the area of employment generation.
According to the National Bureau of Statistics, the unemployment rate in Nigeria has risen to 21%, with the data of 2018, while the underemployment rate was put at 16.6%. Worse still, these figures are expected to go up to 33.5% by the year 2020 if nothing is done to tame the trend. Analysts believe the development has aided the high prevalent rate of crimes and criminality, including mass murder, insurgency, armed robbery, and drug abuse, among others. A Rivers lawmaker, Dumlema, believed the trend raises a lot of concerns for all Nigerians.
And so if by this time we don't have a stable economy that will take care of the unemployment of our youth you have just mentioned, to me is a thing of concern. And the only thing a responsible and responsive government will do is to look at the rate of unemployment of our youth and then look for a possible lasting solution to that kind of situation. For us in Rivers State, I will make bold to say that our governor is taking his conscious time to engage stakeholders and therefore is looking at what are those things that can actually answer to this general question of unemployment of our youth.
Another stakeholder, Chief Isaac Wong, said the country may not achieve the desired result with the present leaders, which he said have always been recycled.
Because we still have the same crop of people in government, and we're still recycling the same set of people we have had even since 60s before we were born. We still have been doing the same thing the same way, and we cannot continue to doing the same thing the same way and expect a change. We can't get any difference rather than the bulk setback we have continuously witnessed in this country. We have a time bomb over the issue of population among the youths and unemployment.
Available records showed that from 1972 till date, about 14 different social intervention programs targeted at reducing youth unemployment and eradicating poverty have been implemented by different administrations since Nigeria gained independence. Some of these programs include the National Accelerated Food Production Program, implemented between 1972 and 1973, and the current National Social Investment Program, which has been ongoing since 2017, embedded in the National Economic Recovery and Growth Plan for 2017 to 2020. But it does appear the impact are not felt, as the unemployment rate and poverty levels are on steady paths of growth, indicating high resilience against the intervention efforts. Stakeholders, however, suggest possible way out of the current high unemployment rate.
So far, we've done really very, very bad, because part of the channels that was supposed to be annexed for unemployment has not been really tapped. The areas of SME, which are the small and medium scale enterprises, which is actually the driving force of most developed countries.
The federal government, the government of Nigeria, should go back, sit back and look at this side of this thing called agriculture. Some countries are living on agriculture as their source of economy, and they are fine. We have good land, we have everything it takes to ensure that we do very robust agriculture.
We must identify with our growing population, considering our natural resources and which sums we have in this country, to be able to diversify and build upon what God have actually given us naturally. Of course, we should be able to diversify on the area of technology. We should be able to lean on agriculture.
While the country is still grappling with a high level of unemployment rate, those who are already in the labor force continue to agitate for a better welfare. The chairman of the Rivers State Council of Nigerian Labour Congress, Beatrice Ituba, said these agitations are often expected between management and employees.
Because while Labour is asking for improved welfare, improved remunerations for its workers, the average employer of Labour will want the other way. And so you find out that at every point in time we must be. But the truth is that we look at these things and then we begin to see how we can come to a compromise. But one thing is that government or management and labor are not enemies too, because there must be workers for management to function, and there must be management for workers to also function, because without an employer, there will be no employee. And so we must work together. It's like the teeth and the tongue.
With the current unemployment rate increasing rapidly, it is expected that government at all levels employ better strategies at reducing the trend as Nigerians continue to hope for a better future. Chinedu Iwuna, Today 95.1 FM.
The paramount ruler of Akpo Kingdom in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, His Royal Majesty Eze Aniele Olu Oriebi, has advised the people to hold their tradition and culture in high esteem. Eze Olu Oriebi, who spoke during the ongoing Akpo New Yam Festival, said such recognition by the custodians would help the people discover themselves, identify the challenges, and resolve them. The Inie Wali of Akpo said the celebration of the New Yam Festival helps to bring the people together to foster peace and unity.
You see, what we are celebrating is an annual festival started from our forefathers to showcase that Akpo man has started eating of New Yam. And the importance of the festival is to bring all sons and daughters of the kingdom and beyond to come and celebrate for peace in the kingdom, peace in Ikwere, peace in Rivers State. Today, when the gods will speak, he will direct when I start eating New Yam. So today is purely proclamation. But my advice to those who neglect their culture is that they should maintain their culture, because it is only through their culture that people can be identified.
Our correspondent reports that the Akpo Kingdom Yam Festival involved wrestling, eating of new yam, and other cultural activities. A political logjam is occurred in Bayelsa State ahead of the November governorship election in the state. This is because of the crisis rocking the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, which now has two leaderships, both within the ruling People's Democratic Party, PDP. The crisis in the State Assembly, made up of 24 members, began when the incumbent Speaker Tonye Isina adjourned proceedings indefinitely before thugs suspected to be supporters carted away the maize, a symbol of authority in the Assembly. Shortly after security personnel deployed to the assembly brought the situation under control, journalists were ordered out of the chamber as the Deputy Speaker Abraham Ingobere took over proceedings and elected a new speaker, Monday Obolo. Isina had been under intense pressure to resign his position to give way for a new leadership or face impeachment. On the foreign scene, the lawyers for a whistleblower whose complaint triggered a United States presidential impeachment inquiry say Donald Trump's words are endangering their client. Since the transcript of his call with the president of Ukraine was revealed, Trump has called for the anonymous whistleblower to be unmasked. Democrats say the whistleblower will testify to Congress soon once steps are taken to protect their identity. Trump has suggested his opponents could be arrested for treason. To end the news, here is a summary of the major stories. The Rivers State Governor Yesomike has announced the acquisition of 45% stake in OML 11 in Ogoni communities by the state government. An appeal by the PDP at the Supreme Court has stalled the adoption of written addresses at the Rivers State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. Political logjam has occurred within the PDP as two speakers emerge in the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. On the foreign scene, concerns have risen over the safety of a U.S. whistleblower. That was the news as edited by Chinedu Uwuna. For comments and enquiries, please call 0815-341-8657 or 0814-434-3502 or send your emails to news@thefmlive.com. I am Kala Dakor. Thank you for listening. After the break, Nostalgia Drive. Good evening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
I have a few people in the studio I'll be talking to, representatives of daily income stores. Let me know your name first of all.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Engineer Ofon Ubokudom, of course, the MDC of Division Nigeria Limited.
Okay, so what is daily income stores? What's that?
Daily income store is a store actually that all you need to do is to walk into this store. Only once in a year you do your shopping, then drop your account details. As other customers are shopping after you, you are getting daily. This store is already 12 years old in over 100 countries. We are 6 years old already in Nigeria. And the people keep asking us questions, what exactly is this store selling? Actually, we are not selling anything far from our normal human being daily needs and wants. For example, now you are hearing us right now. You can never stay for 1 month without not brushing your mouth. You're going to spend money either on chewing stick or paste to brush your mouth. If you're also hearing us right now, you can never stay for 1 month without not taking your bath. You're going to spend money either on liquid soap, powder soap, or solids to take your bath. That means that human being daily needs and wants can never be satisfied. And you can never stop shopping. You have been shopping every day. You are not making money every day. You deserve to make money every day. So Daily Income Stores has this advancement in technology, has this innovation that all you need to do is to shop only once from this store, drop your account details, and get paid every day as other customers shop after you. That is why we are holding a powerful training, because we realize that so many people has been going to this store, shopped, and they walk out of the store. They don't know to drop their account details. So they walked out ignorantly. That's why people don't know. So we are going to hold a training tomorrow to show you how this store works. The training is going to happen in 2 sections. Tomorrow, you are 11 a.m. time. You cannot come by 11 a.m. You can come by 4 p.m. in the evening after work. The good news is that you have to send us a text, enjoy. Once you're part of the training tomorrow, send enjoy tomorrow.
0814 215 4290. 0814 215 4290. Again, 0814 215 4290.
We will reserve a seat for you to be in the training tomorrow.
I'm a bit interested in how this innovation works. So you say just go shop once.
Okay, yes.
So I'll come in, do my regular shopping just
once in a year.
And then I earn it for a lifetime.
As other customers are shopping after you, that means there's a percentage of each product, toothpaste, soaps, beverages that we have in our store that's also come to you as a customer who shop first.
Just one time?
Just one time. That is why the training is important. This store is already here. Of course, people don't know about it. That is why the training is more important. It's just like withdrawing money from the ATM machine. People never believe that you can withdraw money from ATM card. I know a woman that told me that that is not possible, so she refused to collect the ATM card. When mobile app came on board, people never believe that you can transfer money from your mobile phone to somebody's account. This is technology. This is an advancement technology. The same technology is what Daily Income Stores has. That once you shop once, you drop your account details. Of course, as other customers are shopping after you, you're going to get daily alert. We are not new. We are already 4 years in Port Harcourt, 6 years in Nigeria, and 12 years old in over 100 countries. That is why the training is occurring tomorrow.
This is real.
It's real. That's why we say come for the training. By 11 o'clock, you will see us. And of course, by 4 p.m., it's just 1 hour training. And the time again is 11 o'clock tomorrow. And by 4 p.m. in the evening. The number to send us a text, enjoy. For those who want to really enjoy life.
0814 215 4290. Again, 0814 215 4290.
The training fee is just a token of 2,000 naira, but we are running a promo. We are going to give you a discount, 50% discount, so your training fee will be 1,000 naira tomorrow. You can come by 11, it's okay for you. You are too busy in the office already, you're going to somewhere. You can come by 4 p.m. in the evening.
Fantastic. So I have two people here with us in the studio, and let me just quickly know their name. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Victor Billy.
Victor Billy?
Yes.
Okay, good to meet you. And you are?
My name is Harry Frank.
Harry Frank, okay. Victor, let me start with you. Are you part of this here? Have you gone to this store? Have you purchased anything there? And are you earning anything? Honestly, tell us the truth now.
Thank you, my sister. You know, the daily income stores, like every other person is hearing out there now. I heard about the daily income stores on radio. Actually, it was on a Saturday. I did not go to work. I just tuned to the radio. I heard that the program is going on in daily income stores. You can shop once, you drop your account details, you get paid as other customers shops after you. I was so curious. I was wondering how possible is it that you shop, you drop your account details, you get paid as other customers shops after you. I wanted to know about it. I went to the program, I paid the training fee, I attended. On getting there, I actually saw that these things are toothpaste, beverages, soaps that we normally use every day. These are our daily needs and wants. So I decided to shop. I said, let me see if this is possible. Real. I dropped my account details. To the greatest surprise, few days later, I started getting alerts. Even as I'm talking to you, I said yesterday I got alerts. And the good news is that now what I'm getting from these daily income stores is far more than my monthly salary. A lot of people will be wondering how is it possible.
I'm right here. I'm watching.
And that's why I want to tell you, you cannot sit at home to know how real it is.
Unless you come
So
to the
why
training.
not take this opportunity that we are having the program by 11 a.m. or 4 p.m. in the evening? Because a lot of us have been going there to shop, but we don't know that you have to drop your account details and nobody tells you. So any information you don't have definitely is bigger than you. So this is the information the masses do not have. Please, you need to come out.
The training fee is slashed. It's not 2,000. It's the 1,000 naira.
1,000 naira. It's a promo going on.
Yeah, just text the word enjoy to this number.
0814 215 4290. Again, 0814 215 4290.
Let's hear your story.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very impressed to be here. My name is Harry Frank, like I said.
Harry Frank, yes.
Okay, I actually heard about Daily Income Store, not through radio. It was a friend who told me about the information. He's a very busy guy. He had it on radio and he didn't have enough chance. So that's what I want to say today. If you're busy, you can use the information to bless somebody's life. But I never believed him as a guy. I'm a businessman by nature. So I know how money is made. I never believed that money can just be made by purchasing something. So I told the guy, leave, this is Nigeria, anything is possible. But after arguing and delay for more than 8 months, I gave a try one day and I walked in there. I just saw that I was curious. I wanted to know, are their products certified? Are they approved by Nigerian NAFDAC and all the certified organizations? And when I walked in, that was my first aspect. I looked at it and they were certified. So I was okay. I just made a purchase. I dropped my account number. I picked my package home. A few days later, I was impressed. I got an alert on my phone and I never believed. You know, the good thing is that nobody pays you. The transaction is done through bank. So when you shop, you have to drop your account number. In case you don't have one, you can drop my own account. So a few days later, I got an alert. I was curious. I took my ATM to the ATM machine. I said,
whether the money that is real.
I actually slot in. The money came out. And I counted to be sure. Because this Nigeria. So sincerely, I started receiving an alert. And this has actually turned my life around. And every member of my family, friends, relatives, enemies, have actually told them because it's good to use the information you have to bless people's lives. So that has been my experience.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this because this seems like a win-win situation. Okay. You said you found out that the products that you bought are certified.
Yeah.
So that means you actually did use the product and you benefited from the product.
Oh my God, wonderful product. Just like
we have to pay so
you benefited from the product. You enjoyed your money that you spent, and then you still still get paid.
And the thing that it's not a must to shop with us actually. You can go to other stores and shop. They can never ask you to drop their account details.
No.
Of course, they cannot pay you because it's not their system, and they cannot do that just because it's not their system. We are the only one doing this for the past 12 years old in over 100 countries, 6 years in Nigeria, and 4 years in Port Harcourt. That's why the training is very important. By 11 o'clock tomorrow, 1 hour training, no African time. Please cannot come by 11. Don't bother coming again. We're going to shut the door. 4 p.m. is there for you. I will give the first 10 people free products who are still doubting. You can try and be one of the first 10 people.
Wow,
I will have something for you for free, whether you're shopping or not. Just text the word enjoy.
0814 215 4290. Again, 0814 215 4290.
Let me just pitch it in here. 10 people. I hope you know that I'm inside the 10.
Why about the hot now?
I can see you don't want to miss this.
No. Let me understand something too. Is there a maximum amount of something of what you should shop for?
No, I can't decide for you. Maybe
you only shop according to your need.
Maybe you don't have need for toothpaste today. Why do you shop? You don't have need for soap today. Why do you shop? But the most important thing why the training is being organized that we want to create an awareness. Want people to go. You also realize that a lot of people don't know about daily consults. And you know one thing is that a lot of people became poor in life because poor is spelled P-O-O-R. P means passing. O means over. O means opportunities. R means repeatedly. When a man keep passing over opportunities repeatedly, it tends to be a poor man. People keep telling me on the street, I've never seen an opportunity for him, but I say it's a lie. Opportunity everywhere. It's around you. There's abundance in Nigeria. There's abundance for you to succeed in life. You are the architect of success. So Daily Constance has come to do this innovation, come to do this awareness training, come to do this particular training for you to be aware of this training. Of course, you can always shop once, drop your account details, and get paid every day as other customers shop after you. The only thing that will cost you, you just send us a text, enjoy.
0814 215 4290. Again, 0814 215 4290.
Want to part of the training tomorrow? Send enjoy tomorrow. Thank you. We love you. We want to see you there.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Today 95.1
Yes,
FM. Good morning.
My name is Ifeanyi. I'm calling you from. Hello?
Yes, Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
My name is William. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, William from Port Harcourt. Go ahead.
Talk radio.
You have a right to say no, right? All right.
I'm calling from Unipua.
Okay, thank you so much from Yenagua.
We are the station that needs no introduction. Of course, you know, we give the best in news, sports.
You like football, right?
Entertainment, politics. In fact, call it talk.
Yes, we know there's a lot you want to hear, and that is why we talk about everything.
Talk radio.
We're right before you. It's just a dial away. This is your number one premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
Now, one time when Yanshin K, Nigeria, happy independence, Nigeria.
Nigeria, Yenido kid, ya idea kid, ya imai dem yin. Idare siro carry them Nigeria.
Anu make out, Anekelano happy independent, Madahirinu do.
Nigeria on no wa belle olali ene ekiobiyo.
Nigeria ndi ba happy independent to kachuku wedebe kwa ka na aga niru.
Nigeria yìí ti gbogbo wa ni kò dẹ̀ gbúdọ̀ bàjẹ́ kú àjọyọ̀ independence tọdún yìí.
Ọmọ Naija ẹ má ṣe rékéré.
Nigeria is 59. It's another birthday. And on this day, we celebrate our great country, Nigeria. We go down memory lane to remember the struggle and efforts put in by the veterans, our heroes, to get our freedom. In our desire for independence, we presented a united front, cultural allegiance not standing in the way of our goal. We stood as one people and cried out with one voice. There is much more we can achieve when we stand as one. Nigerians, united we stand. Divided we fall. God bless Nigeria.
We are green and white. Welcome to the giant might. The greatest strides will someday bring us pride. But till that day comes, we will rejoice and celebrate. It is our independence. Today, we are 59. Happy Independence, Nigeria. This message is brought to you by Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
All right, about 21 minutes left on the clock, and it's time for you and I to get nostalgic. I'm sorry we had to kickstart the show late, and we had to pay some bills there. All right, I'm Kalade, your guy on radio, and it's time for Nostalgia Drive. I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a wonderful day, and yeah, that is what I want to talk about. How was your day? Tell me about it. Tell me about the pitfalls. Tell me about the victories. Let's get talking. Let's get nostalgic. But let's talk about our victories. Let's talk about pitfalls for today. Maybe I could just inspire you a little bit for tomorrow. Maybe I could, we could talk about it, and it would encourage somebody out there who's going through some difficult patch. So you want to call in right about now and feel nostalgic with me. I know sometimes not all memories are good, but then again, there might be someone out there whose story might inspire you. There might be someone who's got the message for you, who's probably gone through same difficult day some other time, and they might just help you. Let's form a community right about now this evening on Nostalgia Drive. I'm Canada once again, and the phone lines to call in are 0817-000-0951 and 0810-9510951. You can send in your messages and WhatsApp messages to the number 0701-933-9962. It's time for the Nostalgic Show. I'm gonna play you nostalgic music right about now. Let's see, which one do I play? Should I play Celine Dion track? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a Celine Dion track. Yeah. Was that message for me? Okay, no, it wasn't for me. So I'm going to play It's All Coming Back to Me Now. It's all coming back. All those memories are coming back to me right about now. That's what I'm going to play for you on Nostalgia. The first thing I'm going to play for you on Nostalgia Drive, and it's by Celine Dion. I do hope you enjoy the music.
There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel that all the tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying up forever. I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember where or when or how, and I banished every memory you and I had ever made. But when you touch me like this, and you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back to me. When I touch you like this and I hold you like that, it's so hard to believe, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things I'd never do again, but then they'd always seem right. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than any loss in love. was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me. If you touch me like this, and if I kiss you like that, it was gone with